This conference will now be recorded.
I'll take my demo for first 30 minutes. Later, last 10 minutes, right? Like I'll take the, you know, kind of concerns from you people. So definitely, yeah. Let me go ahead with the demo first. Later, we can discuss on the, concerns or the doubts that you have any, right? So we'll discuss on them, right? So first, the moment when I start the SAP, right? So I have few questions in my mind. Basically, whenever you start any programming language, right? Basically, you should have all these points in your mind. First question: when is my SAP started, and what is SAP? Why only SAP? How SAP? So basically, these are all my WH questions when I start talking on any programming language. When I say any programming language, you just take any Java or .NET or whatever it is. So first, you should have all these points in your mind, right? So to answer the first question, right, when is SAP started? The first point is yes, we are in the demo of SAP. Going forward, guys, please don't call it as SAP. You should not call it as SAP because there is a different meaning for SAP, right? We have to call it as SAP. SAP stands for Systems, Applications, Products. Systems, Applications, Products. So we have to call it as SAP, right? So SAP started in the year, right, 1972. SAP started in the year 1972. It's almost 50 years by now. It's almost 50 years by now. And in the company Germany, SAP started in the company in the country Germany. And so how it gets started actually. So there are 5 people who are working in the company IBM. We know IBM company, right? So there were 5 people who were working in IBM company. And they just separated from the company, meaning they just came out of the company and they started working on a new ERP technology. Sir, what do you mean by ERP? Sir, we are a little confused here. So do we have any abbreviation like for what is ERP stand for? Yes, definitely we'll go to that. Yes. To answer the first question, right? When is SAP? Yes, SAP got started in the year 1972, and in the country Germany, there are 5 IBM people. Please don't call them. Please don't call their names. Okay. So there are 5 IBM people. They just separated from the company. They started working on a new tool or technology that is what ERP. When I say ERP, ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. So what do you mean by this, and do we have any kind of example for this? It's definitely. So for each and every point, we have to go with the examples, and definitely I'll go with them. Right. So yes, to answer the first question, 1972, Germany, IBM people. That's fine, sir. Like we are good to hear. And sir, what is SAP? So the moment when I start this, right, like definitely you will be getting so many points and so many questions of yours, right, will be erased. Let me take a new snap all together. So what exactly an SAP is? What exactly is an SAP? Basically, the entire IT sector, the entire IT sector is being categorized into 2 layers. 2 layers. The first layer is app based, and the other layer is ERP based. How is it? So, what do you mean by app based, and what do you mean by ERP based? Right? When I say app based, right, like we have so many apps. IRCTC is an app. APS RTC online booking is one of the apps, right? We have so many like Book My Show is one of the apps. So app based technologies are, we have so many technologies in app based, right? Like Java, .NET, PHP, and all these things like PHP, and then there are so many C, of course, CPP. All these technologies are app based, right? And the other type of technologies are Oracle, SAP, some mainframes, or Informatica, or some Pega. See, you don't need to buy out all these technologies, right? So I'm just telling you the technologies that what are there in the market under ERP based, and what are all the technologies under app based, or like the technologies are Java, .NET, PHP. And of course, there are so many. I have listed only few, right? Sir, like how can you differentiate these two technologies, sir? Yes. So just as we discussed, right, like IRCTC is one of the app. So when I say app, right, there is no business involvement there. There is no business involvement. I just log into the app, right? I'll book my ticket and I'll come back. I'll get the print. That's it. Even book my show also. Just like select your, Swiggy also. Just select your, location, select the movie, select the theater, and then book the tickets, come back. That's it. There is no business involvement there. App-based technologies are lightweight components. Lightweight components. But when we say ERP, again I'm telling you, when I say ERP, right? Enterprise resource planning. Enterprise resource planning. Now you tell me, what do you mean by enterprise? So if somebody asks me,
Business.
exactly. So when I say enterprise, enterprise stands for as a business. It's a firm, it's a company. Reliance Enterprises, right? Suhan Enterprises, Koel Enterprises. All this is a business, right? To start a business or to run a business, what are all the resources that I need, and plan them in a proper way. That is what ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Okay, let me take a small example. I just want to buy a car. I just want to buy a car, right? So if at all you want to buy a car, first what will you do? Like, yes, I'll go to the showroom. Yes, everybody knows this. Right. Next, the moment when I reach the showroom, right, it is not like directly you just go and give the money and then get the car. No, definitely there is a process that we have to follow. First, you have to, at least you take small example of buying a laptop. We know Secunderabad CDC Center, right? United Center. They will buy the laptops and then computers, right? Just go there. The moment when you reach there, right, like immediately what they'll give you is they'll give you the quotation. Just definitely they'll give you the quotation. The quotation what they'll mention, okay, RAM 4 GB, hard disk like 500 hard disk, and then processor is this, and then this is that, and then 15 screen and something like that. They'll give you the quotation. Right. So quotation is one of the business application. And then before going to the quotation itself, yes, first what will you do? Inquiry, right? Like first which at least which company is selling best products in the market, something like that. So quotation. Once the quotation is done, next what will you do? Like I'll do sales. I mean I'll go for purchases. On top of the purchases, they'll do give sales, and then deliveries, then billings, and then transport. So basically, if you take a small example, all these are what? Business terms. All these are what? Business terms. Yes. Enterprise is nothing but a company, a firm, or a business, and resources. And if at all you want to run your business, if at all you want to run your company, what are all the resources that I need? Right. When I say resources, yes. Let's say I want to start a company, a software company. Then what are all the parameters that I have to keep in mind? What are all the resources that I need? Definitely manpower. I need resources. I need the manpower, right, to work in my company. And I need building, and I need electricity, and I need internet, and I need infrastructure, I need water, whatnot. So plan all of them in a proper way. That is what ERP technology is. So app-based technologies are just for apps. Like, see, I got a requirement, so I just started a new hospital or a new college. So I just want a small app-based technology. Meaning what? So I don't know how you do, like which technology you use, but you just create me an application in which I should be in a position to log in and take the time slot to discuss something with the principal. Just take some appointment kind of stuff. For that purpose, you don't need any ERP based technologies. That's just an app, right? Like they're expecting an app. That's it. Where the users can log in and they should get some appointment with the principal or correspondent, whatever it is. For that, like since there is no business environment, there is no sales orders there, there is no purchase orders there, and there is no point of invoice or delivery, whatnot, no nothing, no business involvement there. It's just an app. Log in, get the appointment, and then come back. Even book my show. Log in, get the bucket. I mean, get the ticket booked, and then come. IRCTC, log in, book the ticket, come back. TSRTC, APSRTC, whatnot, everything. Right. But here, when I say ERP, it is purely talking about business terms like invoice is what, like quotation is what, and all these things. So, yes, this is what ERP means. At least I feel like, okay, SAP is under ERP based technologies now. At least, are you clear now? Are any questions? What, like, how many types of IT sectors in the market nowadays? Not nowadays, like it is everywhere. One is app based and ERP based. App based technologies are lightweight component, and these are heavyweight components. Okay, since we are into SAP demo, definitely let us not talk about this. Let us not talk about this. We are here now. We are into ERP based. Sir, again, sir, I'll go back to my first screen. So yes, we discussed like when is SAP? SAP started in the year 1972, and the company, I mean, in the country Germany, and 5 IBM people, they came out of the company and they started working on a new technology, and that is ERP technology. And finally, they named it as SAP. Yes, sir, that is also good. So like again, being a like a layman to SAP terms and all these things, I have a question, sir. I have so many technologies in ERP, like Oracle, SAP, mainframes, Informatica, Pega. Oh my God, there are so many. I did not listed them here. Tableau, Ab Initio, MSBI, like this. There are so many technologies, but still, why SAP, sir? Yes, when is SAP? It is clear now. What is SAP? SAP is an ERP technology in which business involvement will be there. And the next, why is SAP? Yes, we will discuss this point.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Pardon me?
Sir, is Amazon a app based or ERP based?
Amazon.
Yes.
It's a combination actually. So it's kind of app based, but still nowadays, right? They started developing their own warehouses. They started the business earlier. How it was started was they were just online store. That's it. So where they'll interact the customer and the vendor. But now, at least in the recent days, we might have heard about Amazon stores, right, in India. They're starting their own stores in India. Did you read that news? Earlier, when Amazon was started, yes, it was an app-based technology. But now they're upgrading to their own business, meaning they are starting their own warehouses in India and of course across the globe. Now it is both.
Can it be both, sir?
Pardon me?
Can it be both, like app based and ERP based? Can an application can be both?
Exactly. That is what I'm telling. So earlier, but when almost 5 years back, right, Amazon was just an online store. It was an app-based module. It was an app-based application. Meaning what? So being an Amazon customer, what I'll do, I'll book the like mobile phone. Let's say I'll book a mobile phone, right? So I mean, what they'll do is like they'll link up the customer and the vendor. For this purpose, they were charging something. But now what they how they transformed was, yes, they are starting their own warehouses. When I say warehouse, meaning what? So their own manufacturing companies. So they don't need to go for any vendors to give the product to the customer. They are creating the materials, they are creating the products, and of course they are doing their own business. Earlier it was started as an app based, now they turned into ERP based. That is what about Amazon. It's a good transformation. That is the reason they are leading the world now. They are leading the world, right?
Okay.
So Yes, perfect. Nice question. Now, as I have, there are so many ERP based technologies, and then why SAP is having its own importance and why is SAP now, right? So let us talk about this now. Okay. Now, anyway, we are in the ERP based now. Let us not talk about app based because this is rolled out now, at least in this class, right? Let me list out the ERP based technologies. Like first, anyway, definitely I'll go with Oracle because at least Oracle we might have heard in our academics. SAP, some PeopleSoft, main frames, Salesforce, all these. Let's say there are few more, but still let us not consider all of them. Right. Again telling, again telling, Oracle is the best ERP, and of course, all of these modules are like ERP based modules only. Oracle is the best ERP if at all your company is having only finance related things. I repeat, Oracle is the best ERP if at all your company is dealing with finance related things. Okay, great. And of course, PeopleSoft is the best ERP if at all your company is dealing with HR related things. Oh, is it like that? Can we have some examples, sir? Yes, definitely. So we know Naukri, we know Time Jobs, and then we know Monster.com, and then we know all these public portals, right, for jobs, right? So let's say I am starting a new company. My company name is Jobs for India, Jobs for India, and that particular that particular portal deals with only HR related things. Meaning, you might have heard some companies like in the market, Magna Infotech.com or some XYZ company.com, something like that. What they'll do is they'll hire the candidate and they'll send it to the customers or vendors. I mean to say. Oh, is it? Can we have some real-time examples, sir? Yes, definitely. So, like if you are familiar with the process, or anyway, let me go with the process. The moment when you keep your resume in the Naukri.com, right? Like sometimes, right? Directly TCS people will have TCS people are anyway Accenture people are some XYZ company people. They'll directly call you. So XYZ say Navya. So yes, are you looking for change? So we have an opening for SAP ABAP here. So if at all you are looking for change, yes, I'll schedule a call for you, something like that. They'll call you. TCS people. That is scenario number one. Scenario number two. So TCS people, right? They don't want to take this button, like calling the candidate and then asking for their time slots and then booking the, scheduling the interviews and all these things. So they don't want to take these things. Rather, what they'll do is, definitely there are so many, third-party companies in the market. TCS people will contact the third-party tool and they'll ask the candidates for the positions, for the respective positions. So then what happens is, the third party company meaning, yes, what they'll do is they'll simply hire the candidates and they'll send to the vendor TCS. So that third party company, right? Now the third party company is dealing with only HR related things, meaning they don't have any sales, they don't have any purchases, they don't have anything else, right? So now here is the main diagram that I want to go always. This is my business. This is my business, right? Here, my business needs, let's say, my business needs at least sales, finance, spelling mistake, sorry, HR, manufacturing, some other thing like production planning, something like this. So here is my business. Altogether, here is my business. This is my business altogether, right? My business needs sales. My business has sales applications and then finance applications and HR application, manufacturing applications, all this. But just sometimes we took an example, right, where like TCS people or somebody else, like not only TCS, like even Accenture or something like that, right? They'll contact that particular company, and that particular company is gonna hire the candidates, and they'll send it to the particular company, TCS or something. Now that particular third party company is dealing only HR things. It was dealing only HR things, right? If at all your business, yes, I am starting a company, and that company is a consultancy company, let's say consultancy company, and so those people are responsible only for HR related things, no sales, no production planning, no manufacturing, no finance, something like that. Just again a small example here. So I'll take a college, example. Even if you take a small college example, so definitely in the college we'll be having so many departments: faculty team, non-faculty team, and then examination cell team, right? Management team. So like this, we have several departments in a small college. Now, if you take an example of big companies, right? Like Monster or something like that. So what they'll do, they'll hire the candidates, they'll send it to the particular TCS company or Wipro company or Infosys company or direct company, right? So the point I am coming is, okay, if your business is, yes, you have started a business and you strongly believe that, okay, my business is responsible for only HR related things, they no need to come for SAP, they no need to go for Oracle, they no need to go for mainframe, they no need to go for Salesforce. Directly they can go for PeopleSoft, because PeopleSoft is the best ERP to deal with HR related things. I repeat, PeopleSoft is the best ERP. See, all these are ERPs only. Enterprise users planning technologies only. Oracle, SAP, PeopleSoft, Mainforce, Salesforce, mainframes, Salesforce. But again, telling PeopleSoft is the best ERP to deal with HR related things. In the same way, again I'm telling. So I work in a company. Ideally I should not reveal my company name. Yes, I work in an MNC company. In my company, all the finance related things, meaning all the salary processing, will be done by a third party company. Will be done by a third party company. My company will not process our salaries. Our salaries will be sent to the third party company, and that particular third party company is responsible for my salary credits. For my salary credits. Yes. So if you feel that, okay, let's say couple chit funds. Small example, couple chit funds. We know that, right? I'm not here to project couple chit funds here. I'm telling an example. Couple chit funds. Yes, couple chit funds is a chit fund company which deals with finance applications. No sales, no purchase, no manufacturing, nothing. Couple chit funds is a company which deals with finance applications. So yes, again telling, if at all your company is responsible for only finance related things, then yes, don't need to go come for SAP. They don't need to go for PeopleSoft, because PeopleSoft is anyway it's the best tool for HR. Right? If you have only finance related things, yes, blindly the customers, right, they'll go for Oracle. The business users, right, they'll go for Oracle. Right. Sir, like so for HR related things we have PeopleSoft. For finance related things we have finance. I mean, here we have Oracle. For Salesforce, Salesforce is the best ERP for sales related things. Sir, like that we have different tools. Sir, like why SAP? SAP is the only integrated business module or integrated ERP which deals with all these applications. SAP can handle sales, SAP can handle production planning, SAP can handle manufacturing, SAP can plan, can handle HR, SAP can plan finance. So that is the reason, again, that is the reason SAP has its own importance in the market. Okay, on a simpler note, if at all you want me to frame the simple note, right, like yes, all the other ERPs are responsible for a single business application. When I say single business application, that might be a HR related thing, that might be a sales related thing, that might be a finance related thing. but SAP is the only ERP which is an integrated business module. When I say integrated, yes, it can handle sales, manufacturing, finance, billings, enquiries, quotation, HR, whatnot, everything. Even oil and gas also SAP. Every module SAP can support. So that is the reason SAP is called as integrated business module. SAP is an integrated business module. Yes. Now, I'm not done with the context. Let me give few more examples here. And let's say I am going to start a company, and I strongly believe that it's not like, see, it is not like always you should start your business with only one business module, like finance or sales or something like that. So sometimes I may need two different modules. Let's take a small example. My business should have HR and finance. Now, if this is the case, which is the option you will go for? And for a small example sake, like I'll give kind of a basic introduction on the costs of the software also. So you will get to know like what I'm talking about. Oracle, PeopleSoft is one of the ERPs, and then finally let's go with SAP. Okay, Oracle costs 5 crore. PeopleSoft costs 4 crore. I'm just giving an example. Okay, don't stick to the numbers, please. And then SAP costs 10 crores. Now, being a businessman, right? Let me ask you a very layman question. Being a businessman, and of course, yes, my business, I'm going to start a new company, and my company. See, anyway, we know bitcoins, right? Like I think you might have heard about bitcoins. Bitcoins is finance related things. They don't have any, manufacturing. They don't have anything like that. It's a digital currency, right? So talking about this, I mean, bitcoins is too early and too bad now. Okay, so okay, let us not talk about that. Okay, anyway, we have Kapilji funds for an example, right? Yes, I am going to start a company, and my company is going to have both HR related things and finance related things. So definitely, I should not go. I mean, I'm not interested to go for any app-based technologies. Definitely, I have to come for ERP-based technologies. I need definitely these two are my business modules, which I'm going to use in my business, in my company. Okay, Oracle is 5, PeopleSoft is 4, total 9 crores. Okay, I have two choices now. Purchase both HR module, I mean HR module meaning PeopleSoft, and FI module for meaning Oracle with 9 crores, or go with SAP, which is little more costly when compared to these two. So being a businessman, being a money forward man, so what will be your option? What will be your option? Any guesses? Sir, we know, sir, like if we start telling like I'll go with Oracle and PeopleSoft only, then definitely since we are in SAP demo, definitely you will say like SAP is the best one. We know, sir. But anyway, why to ask our question, sir? Like you just please go ahead with your answer. Yes, that is what I'm going to do now. Great. I'll give a small example again. I think we might have done the phone payments sorry, bill payments or something like that. Let's say my SIM is like Airtel SIM, and my bank is Citibank. I want to pay my mobile, mobile bill by using that. Frankly speaking, Airtel is a different genre, and Citibank is a different genre. Not Citibank. Let's go with SBI. Airtel and SBI. Definitely, these two are different poles, different genres. But how are you connecting these two? Definitely, HR is a different thing and finance is a different thing. If at all you want to have some kind of data transfer between HR and finance, meaning Oracle and PeopleSoft, what will be the process if at all you want to transfer data between these two? Okay, so I'll open Airtel postpaid.com, right? So I'll just give my mobile number and then the bill, and then click on submit button. Then immediately it will ask me to select the bank like SBI, Citibank, and then another bank, blah blah blah. So I'll select the appropriate bank there, and the moment when I click, right, it won't last for more time. meaning it won't be displayed for more time, but definitely a white page will be displayed for you saying BuildDesk routing or ATAS routing or ATOM routing. Please don't close the page or don't refresh the page. Definitely you might have observed this particular screen, isn't it? Meaning that particular BuildDesk or whatever the so-called third-party application is the intermediary between these two poles. Definitely you need a middleware software. You need a middleware software for sure to transfer the data. To transfer the data, you need a middleware software which can understand both HR and finance, both Airtel and MySQL. Because these two are different jobs here altogether. How can you transfer data between these two? You need a middleware software which can understand both of them. Only then the transfer, the data transfer will happen. Otherwise, it is not possible at all. Right. Again, the same way. Yes, for a simpler note, like yes, I have gone for Oracle and PeopleSoft. Different genres, like 5 crores and 4 crores. Definitely, if that is the case, you need to purchase the middleware software which can understand both Oracle and PeopleSoft. Yes, you need to hire the candidates for this. You need to hire the candidates for this, and you need to hire the candidates for even this one also, and middleware software also. Middleware software. You need to hire the candidates for this, but still there may be a chance of data loss. Then what will happen here? Suddenly, the moment when you click on that submit button, what will happen if the power cut occurs? Definitely, you will get a message saying like money deducted from your account, but still the account is not renewed. Nowadays, who are going that in the laptops or systems, so directly we are doing that from the mobile itself. Signal up and downs. Sometimes if you say like, okay, the bank receiver is not ready to take the transactions at least at this point of time, but the money is deducted. Who is responsible for the money? The transaction failures. Again, we have to wait for some time, right? It's a matter of time again. Time loss. Definitely, you will get the money for sure in the next coming 2 days, but still, your transaction is not successful because you are depending on the middleware software. You are depending on the mediatory. That's the problem. But if you go for SAP, yes, you no need any middleware software because, as I told you already, SAP is an integrated business module which can deal with all types of applications. All types of applications meaning, let's say SAP is here. Okay, SAP is here. It deals with finance. It deals with HR. It deals with sales, manufacturing, production, whatnot, like transportation, deliveries, quotations, inquiries, all are placed in a single unit, that is SAP. Now let's go back to the first sheet. When is SAP? Yes, sir, please let us not talk on the second thing because we are clear on that one. Okay. What is SAP? Yes, SAP is an middleware, sorry, SAP is an ERP based technology. When I say ERP, enterprise resource planning, and of course app based technology also we have discussed. And since we are in the SAP class, so let us not talk about this one. And frankly speaking, if you join Java classes, right, they'll say like Java is the best language in the world. If you go for PHP classes, right, PHP is the one and only and evergreen module in the world. They'll say like it only. Okay. And Oracle, and you say what are all these ERP technologies? Yes, Oracle is the best one. Still, I'm telling, no customer will go for SAP if at all they are gonna deal with only finance related things, because SAP is heavy cost. SAP is a heavy cost component than Oracle. Nobody will go for SAP if at all they are stick towards finance application in their business. Who will go for SAP? Yes, if at all the business is being involved with multiple business modules like sales, purchase, production planning, manufacturing. There are so many. I did not discuss them. Okay, there are almost 76 plus business applications that SAP can run. 76 plus applications that SAP can run. Right? So no other ERP is bandwidth. Is having bandwidth like that. No. And now, so yes, middleware software also you need definitely. So there may be a chance of like, yes, you have to maintain the team for middleware software also if at all you want to go and buy Oracle and PeopleSoft. But for SAP it is not needed because everything is centralizedly placed. everything is placed in the centralized place. So the middle one is SAP. Let's say this is HR, this is finance, this is something else. Look, the data transfer between all of these is very easy because all the data is placed at the central folder, right? And now, maybe the last question. I don't take much time here. So, how SAP? And of course, even in the SAP, right, we have three different streams. Okay. I don't want to, kill your time. Okay, maybe the last slide that from my end, right? So if we talk about SAP, right, like SAP is been categorized into three teams, typically. The first team is technical team, admin team, functional team. Basically, there are three teams in SAP, right? Technical, admin, functional. So what are the roles of technical people and what are the roles of admin people and what are the roles of functional people? We will definitely discuss them in the next demo. So first three classes are purely for demo. And frankly speaking, so far I did not open the system for you. If I open the system for you, it will be very friendly. Trust me, it will be very friendly. Okay, until unless you get the confidence on the context or on the topic that I'm talking about, you don't go and pay the fees. And definitely, so like it's totally your choice. We are not here to request anybody. So happily, if you are comfortable or if you are confident or if you are yes, if you are comfortable on the classes, only then please join here. Otherwise, it's totally your choice. You may be having your own thoughts. We always respect your thoughts, right? Right, technical team. So yes, the only technical team in SAP is ABAP. The only technical team in SAP is ABAP. So yes, we are the ABAPers. We are the ABAPers. And here, when we talk about admin, right? So we have basis team. So sir, what is the what is the basis team and what are the responsibilities of basis team and all these things? Definitely, we will discuss that in the next class. And functional team. Just some time back, I told you, right? Like there are 76 business applications, right? So this was first team is SD team, sales team, purchase team, finance team, HR team, PP team, PP meaning production planning, PM team. Oh my God! Not only this, we have set of business modules here. We have set of business modules, almost 76 plus business applications. So we are not here. We are all like we are just the ABAPers. We are responsible to write the code, and all these teams like SD, FICO, HR, PP, PM, and of course CO, controlling. There are so many. PM, PP, PS also project systems, all these things. Like we have different functional teams, and for all of them, if at all this guy has got the requirement, SD guy has got the requirement, or MM guy has got the requirement, or FI guy has got the requirement, then definitely for all of them, ABAPer is the hot cake. Definitely, they have to come to the ABAPer for the coding. For the coding, if at all you want to write the code, yes, all these guys should come to the ABAPer. The reason, the point why I'm highlighting and why I'm repeating this is, yes, in a project, let's say in a project, the number of ABAPers count, the count of ABAPers is much higher when we compare with any of these business models, any of this team, either the admin team, hardly you may find 2 to 3 members in the admin team, and functional team, two SD people, two MM people, two FI people. Sir, what is this SD and what is this MM? So at least I just gave you some letters there. Don't worry about them. Definitely we did not start on this topic yet. I'm just giving you the headline. Let's heads up. Right. So MM team, let's say 3 members. FI team, finance team like 5 members. HR team, let's say 6 members, something like that. But for all of them, ABAPer is the only guy, right, to write the code. Hence, at least 15 ABAPers should be here. 15 ABAPers. Again, coming to the question, sir, why are you talking like the number of ABAPers will be here? Because the number of positions or the number of jobs for ABAPer are huge when we compare with other modules in SAP. Hope you got the point from where I'm coming. Right? I just give you the real justification because adapter is the only guy who can write the code. That's it. In a company, you may have like SD, MM, FICO, HR, whatnot, so many things. But for all of them, adapter is the only guy to write them. The number of positions, the number of jobs for an adapter for a project are high, definitely. Right? And in the next demo, definitely will be impressed. I am gonna open the system for you. This is SAP software, and in the coming classes, if at all you are comfortable, if at all you are okay to continue, then we will be sharing the server details. And finally, what are the benefits that we are providing here, right? There is no doubt here. Like I'll see, I don't behave like I am a faculty and you are my students. No, I am the TL and you are my team members. That's it. Yes, of course, I am working as a TL now, but still, I am the TL. That's it. You are my like team members, right? Topics with assignments daily. Daily, I'll give the assignments. These are the real-time assignments that we are getting in the company. Sir, everybody will talk like this only. Nobody will give the assignments. No chance. You will get to know if you join. Definitely, I'll give the assignments. And the basic benefit is all soft copies. I have all soft copies handy with me. I have all soft copies handy with me. There are almost 18 documents. There are almost, sorry, 32 documents. I just have downloaded only a few here. Okay. All these documents are prepared by me. I only prepared them. Let it get open. Let it take pictures. Along with screenshots. The screenshots are at least the PPTs will be little desi because I want everybody to understand the topic which I am talking here, including the screenshots, including the text. Everything is documented in a very easy, understandable way. So I'll be sharing all these documents once you register. Right? All soft copies. Basic benefit is project. See, definitely you have to keep some experience, and of course, there are so many guys who got the job as a fresher also. But still, if at all the guys who are looking the job on experience, right? So I am gonna give you the project. Project meaning it is not like create a student table, create a college table. A college table will be having information like college number, college administration ID, blah blah blah. Student number will be having student number, name, age, sex, location, address, father name, married name, no, nothing like that. So when I say project, this is the real-time object that we have done. Real-time objects. Around 25 objects. 25 objects. Basically, you will need literally 1.5 years to complete 25 objects. Because you are really working in a company. When you are really working in a company, currently you will need at least 1 year to complete all these 25 objects. We will give that, and along with the code, along with the explanation, these are the objects that you are going to keep in your resume. Then you just imagine how much confidence that you should have on these 25 objects, because these are the objects that you are going to put in the resume, and these are the objects that you are going to explain in the interviews, So just imagine how much confidence that you should have on these objects. Yes, definitely you will get all that confidence for sure. There's no doubt about it. And for this batch, for the first time, I just want to give you, because there is a new word which is roaming across the world in terms of SAP improvement. There is a topic HANA. For the first time, like even last January also, like I have ended a batch January 30, I don't remember the date. So there were only 2 girls in the class. Both of them got placed. If at all you need, hope we can share you their numbers with you. One girl got job in Accenture, and the other girl got job in Genpact. Right. Only 2 girls, both of them got placed. The classes started on October 2nd, 2020, October 2nd. Both of them got job. Both of them got placed. Right. Right. For the first time, I'm gonna give you the HANA content also. For that time, right, if at all I have the HANA server access, I'll share you the, I'll take the HANA classes. Otherwise, at least I'll help you in documenting the topics. Anyway, my topics are already ready with me. These are the, again, the topics that I have prepared. These are the topics that I have prepared. So I'll share it. I'll share the topics with you guys. Daily, 40 minutes class. Let's take break on weekends. When I say weekend, that is Saturday and Sunday. We'll not be having the classes on Saturdays and Sundays, at least first 1 month. Later, I'll take the classes on Saturdays and as needed. And the duration of this course is 3 to 3.5 hours. 3 to 3.5 hours. Now, ball goes to you. Any questions, please? Any questions, please? Any questions?
Sir, the main class will start at 7:30 to 8:30 or any change in the class timings?
So definitely it will be at 7:30 to 8:30, and again that again depends on the students' interest, right? If majority of the people are interested to start the class at 9 o'clock or at least, right? So definitely, so we will consider the students' feedback and definitely we'll go ahead on this.
Okay, sir.
Mostly, sir, can I talk once, sir?
Please.
Yeah. Hi, all. Andarki, sorry. Hi, all of you willing for the class from Monday onwards. We will start the regular classes from Monday. Mostly, we will fix the time for 7:30 or 8 a.m. morning every day. Sir, this is the time is flexible for you.
Yeah. I'm
Okay. Mostly we will conduct the classes at 7:30 or 8 a.m. I will confirm you all people in the personally, and as well as server access we will give you for 6 months period, and everyday classes also we will give you the we will record and we will send you the recordings on the same day, and we will give you the WhatsApp support. If you are practicing them, if you find any mistakes and if you getting the any query, you can just send a screenshot in WhatsApp group. We will give you the immediate reply, and our team will clarify it very soon. Okay. Any queries from your end, you can raise your queries, and also we issue that this batch we will give the 5 free classes. 5 free classes. Usually we give the 3 free classes, demo and 3 free classes. But for special case, we would like to give in the 5 free classes from Monday to next Friday. After that, you will pay the fee of your first installment and you can continue. We also we give you 2 payment options. And also 2 more members. I didn't seen your details previously. Yamini Devi and Pranay. Please.
Yamini Devi is my.
Okay. Pranay.
Yeah,
sir?
my friend was suggested.
Okay. Pranay.
Yes.
Aditya, right? Whose name? Who suggest Pranay?
Actually, my friend, he's Aditya, who went on offline.
Yeah, Aditya.
He,
Okay, Pranay,
his
no issue.
cousin,
I
his
shared. Yeah, no issue. I shared my number in chat box already. You can
Okay.
just contact me. I will explain the details once again in call, fee details and all, fee
Okay.
terms and all. Okay. All of you willing for the regular class from Monday?
Yeah, okay.
Please confirm in chat box once who is willing for the classes from Monday onwards. Actually, we are offering 5 free classes regularly. Usually, any training institute doesn't offering free classes nowadays. but we would like to offer, if you are satisfied with our syllabus, with our sessions, then only you can pay the first installment of your fee and you can continue. Otherwise, you can quit it. That's not a problem. I really assure you, whoever joining in our trainings, they are mostly placed. 90% of people are placed. As a fresher, also recently, 4 members placed in one company. That is completely suggested by our institute. And sir already said that last batch 2 members. If you want to talk with that guys, I will share their phone numbers as well. The names are Srujana and Rekha. One person joined in Accenture and one person joined in uh, another MNC company. I didn't remember company name,
Impact
but
Group.
most. Genpact, yes, sir, Genpact. So all of our students placed in well, and most of the students put their resume at least to 3 to 3.5 years of experience, and they placed it. At least to 7 lakhs plus package they gained. That is the skill set. That is the history in our institute. You can check our students' feedback, and also we are providing the free classes, right? You can take that, and then you can decide it. Sir, you can say. Oh,
Yeah, that's all from my end. Like I forgot to share the context. Like, okay, yes, daily we are sharing the class recordings. You no need to record the class. Yes, we will share the class, and then we will share the recording with you on the daily basis. So daily within 2 hours of the class completes, right? Like definitely you will get the recording for sure. Yeah, yeah, you can take your own decision. Like just listen the other demos as well, on the first and the next 2 days, and later you can decide on your own. No problem, and no, like no stress points here. And thank you so much for your time, guys. And then let's wind up for today. And then yes, let's connect on Monday. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
yeah. Just a minute, sir. One moment. Yeah, Aditya, no. Pranay also, no. Amini Devi, our reference. Naveen Babu, no. Yeah, no. We are right. Okay, fine. I will call you individually, and we will start the session at Monday, 8 a.m. We will start the session at Monday. Okay, all
Okay.
of you find that time,
Yeah, it's okay.
8 a.m. morning. At least to please text me. At least to please text me. 8 a.m. is fine for all. Then only I can able to know it.
It's fine for me.
Okay, okay, fine. Thank you. Pranay, please share your number. I will note down. I will contact you directly
Yeah, sure.
in chat box.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you know.
Yeah. And also, Yamini Devi, please share your number. We will contact you directly.
Will be on Amini Devi, right? I'll talk to you.
Oh, okay, okay, sir. Okay, fine. Yeah, Pranay.